So it's the middle of July and I'm here with my beautiful wife Julie at Yosemite National Park. And today we hiked the Mariposa Grove all the way to the top. What an incredible day it was, and we want to take you today to the southern end of Yosemite National Park. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, so yesterday you got the redwoods, your first view of the redwoods, and today, less than 24 hours later, you get your first view of the sequoias. Should be a lot of fun here at Mariposa Grove. Thanks for joining us. And how can you beat any video at Yosemite National Park? We just got off the bus right now. We are at the trailhead. The only way in is through the shuttle bus. When the shuttle buses are not running in the off season, you need to hike in 2 miles each way, and they are going to pack you like sardines on that bus. Buses run roughly every 10 minutes or so throughout the day. By the way, we got here at 8 o'clock and that parking lot at the plaza was filling up really quickly. Pretty neat. This is the man, Abraham Lincoln, 1864, in the peak of the Civil War. The guy signs an act to protect Yosemite Valley and Mariposa Grove. You had tourism, you had logging going on here, and he knew that this area needed to be protected. And this was the birthing seeds, in a sense, of our American national parks. Pretty neat. So this puppy is right at the beginning of the trail. You can't miss it. It's called the Fallen Monarch. Would you check out the size of this tree? No one knows how long it's been there, and no one knows why it fell. So we have about 500 sequoias in this grove. This is one of your premier trees right here. This is the grizzly giant, not too far from the beginning of the trailhead. They say 3,000 years old. That's amazing. So right by the grizzly giant, we're approaching maybe one of the most unique trees. This is the California tunnel tree, and as the name implies, and now you can see why they call this the tunnel tree.
Country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way to a distant place. Just us two.
So look at this monster right here. This is called the Faithful Couple, as you can see. It looks like one tree, but it's actually two that have kind of grown together, or it is one tree that has branched off into two significant trunks. I think it's two trees. That's my guess. But the Faithful Couple, let me show you the top of it. And that is officially highlight number 4 on our trail. So we thought about just doing half of this trail. 7 miles round trip, about 1,200 elevation feet. We're going all the way to the top. We're going to experience the whole thing. Incredible trail, groomed. It's basically a gravel road all the way up, unless you take some of the different side trails. Also, too, the crowds thin out tremendously after the California tree tunnel. So after that point, you really don't see anybody here at this trail. And compared to where we were yesterday at Muir Woods, for every person here, there was probably 20 to 30 at the beginning of that hike. Let's keep going.
Watch the sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach. Just us two. Somewhere new.
So I'm going to show you the peak in a minute. And we'll end with that on this video. But before we do that, I want to let you know, we took the main trail going up. Coming down, there's a series of other trails. There's interior trails, there's a perimeter trail. The ground is easier to walk on, and you can actually cut some distance out because they're a little bit steeper if you just connect the trails and make your way back to the shuttle stop. But it's fun to take a different way down than the way we went up. We went past this cabin right here. I'll tell you about that. Also some other large notable trees. And again, just some more variety that we never saw on our way up.
So we are at Galen Clark's cabin. This was a place that a gentleman built, and he would tour groups through here, including people like John Muir in 1864. He was known as the guardian of Yosemite, and in fact, they used this cabin to find refuge in a powerful thunderstorm, so it became known as Galen's Hospice.
You know, something that always fascinates me about the national parks is the history that takes place on this very land. And this one, as you can see, is the fallen tunnel tree. This was at one time the most popular stop in this national park. 1881, they carve out the center of a tree, and there are pictures of horse and buggy wagons coming through, even automobiles driving through this tree. Thousands of people drove through this tree. Now you can see it's not that way anymore. 1969, major snowfall because of the absence of its mass in the middle. The weight actually came down on it and it crumbled to the ground. So that was the end of it in 1969.
Lots of little birds and butterflies.
So did I mention that just about this entire trail is uphill? 1,200 feet, and I think they saved the steepest part for the end. But we are down to the final half mile. One more major tree we want to show you, and then we'll get you up to the overlook. End of the line.
Almost there.
So we've made it to the top of Wawona Peak. Good job, honey. 3.5 miles, and the view behind us, as you can see, is incredible. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to America's Parks. And remember, here at America's Parks, there's always room for you on every national park adventure.
Great job.
Oh, thank you. Same to you.
I'll follow you.